Hey guys, I'm going to show you today how to repair your dash on your seadoo when you can't see. There's a polarization film that's actually inside the gauge, and when it's been in the sun for a few years, it gets to where you can't see the fuel or your hours or anything. I have a 2015 seadoo GTS, and here's where the gauges were right here. Very easy to remove. This trim piece right here with the mirrors, there's 5 T15 screws total. There's 2 under each mirror, right here and right here. There's 1 in the center, and there's 2 more on the other one. Once you get those out, you can just pop this thing out of the way, and then what you'll find is that the actual gauges are not held on by screws or anything. There's 2 tabs at the top, 2 tabs at the bottom. Don't even worry about the bottom ones. All you have to do is put a screwdriver in the 2 black wider tabs. You need 2 screwdrivers for the job. And you can pop those out of position, and then it'll just pull out. And then behind it is a wiring harness that's going to be facing like this. And on the right hand side, there is a tab that you're going to put your screwdriver in right here. And you're going to move it towards the right of the jet ski. And once you pull this out, you'll be able to pull this harness back. Don't try to force it. You need to remove this first. You need to move it to the right, and then it'll be able to pop off. So actually removing it is probably the easiest part. Now when you get it off, you're going to be like, oh man, there's no screws or nothing. How do I get to the back of the gauges to get this film off? Well, what you're going to have to do if you want to save $700 is what I did. I got a Dremel, and I took the Dremel. There's a seam all along the back right here, very close to the edge. It took me about 15 minutes or so, but I basically just used my little die grinder extension on the Dremel and went all the way around the edge. Now again, this is a 2015 seadoo. Other years are going to be very, very similar. And then when I had that done, you dig maybe, I don't know, maybe about an inch or so along the edge, all the way around. And then I took my flathead and just gently, just kind of pried it a little bit, and then it just popped off very easily. And I was able to access the inside. Now, as you can see, the sun was so bad that it literally burnt an image into the polarization film. So what I'm doing here is basically you just want to take a razor blade, and you want to score it at the top and at the bottom. Now don't try to remove the whole glass. You won't be able to do that without tearing everything up. You're going to leave it in place. You're going to get a razor knife and WD-40. That's the easiest way to do it. And start at the edge and just lift up a little bit of lip. Now it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. You may have to chip away several pieces at a time because it's been on there so long. And then basically you're going to do like I'm doing. I'm almost done actually. You're going to start peeling away this bad polarization film until you're done. And then you're going to want to very gently with the WD-40 and the razor blade, all this residue, you just want to scrape that off very gently, and then use some glass cleaner and clean up the LCD glass really good as best as you can. And then on eBay they sell, and this is actually a wide glass, so you're going to want something similar like an iPhone 6 Plus. If you go to eBay and you type in iPhone 6 Plus polarization film, it's just a few bucks, and you can get it, and you're going to put that on there. One side is adhesive, and the other side will just be like a protective. And just make sure that your fingers don't get fingerprints all over it when you're putting it back on. And you're just going to peel off that top layer when you're done, and then cut around the edges with a razor knife to match it up. And then to put the casing back together, you can either epoxy it, or you can do what I'm going to do. See if I got it over here. Harbor Freight. Oh, nice. Arbor Freight sells a plastic welding kit. It's kind of like a soldering iron. Comes with little strips of plastic. Actually, the black, so it'll match this. You can plug this thing in, let it heat up. And basically, you're just going to plastic weld it all the way back around. Make sure that you get it filled in good because you don't want any kind of water getting in behind the circuit board. And that's how you do it. Save yourself $700.